The 5 espresso machines in Canada 2024. Our editor selected guide to the best espresso machines you can buy, with bean-to-cup and barista-style models. Brewing espresso is like the world's quickest science experiment. You pull a shot, taste it, change a variable, and then make another shot, and this all happens in just a few minutes. But while you can tweak virtually every element when making espresso, the grind setting, the type of coffee, the shot time, you're not going to be able to change the machine you're using easily or cheaply. And since an espresso machine is an investment, with my 15 years of experience in the specialty coffee industry, want to help you pick your investment wisely. To put together this review, I asked experts to weigh in on what they look for in espresso machines, and how they communicate coffee tips and tricks with a broad audience. I also took 5 espresso machines, with both experts and beginners weighing in on their experience to see which models made the best espresso, steamed latte art-worthy microfoam, and were easy to use. Number 1. The best espresso machine in Canada, Breville Bambino Plus Espresso Machine. Compact, quick to heat, and easy to use, the Bambino Plus is a longtime favorite espresso machine for beginners and enthusiasts alike. It has tons of user-friendly details, and its temperature-stable boiler pulls great espresso shots. It also has an automatic steam wand that can create microfoam that's silky enough for latte art. What we liked, the Bambino Plus is a compact and lightweight espresso machine, but that doesn't mean it can't hold its own against models twice its size. Instead of a traditional boiler, the Bambino Plus uses a thermojet heating system that reaches brewing temperatures in just 3 seconds. It also has a PID to ensure that the machine is brewing at exactly 200 of with every shot pulled. The machine uses to saturate the coffee puck at a lower pressure during the first few seconds of brewing, which helped me dial in great espresso shots with just a few grind adjustments. Aside from its excellent espresso performance, the Bambino Plus is chock full of user-friendly details, like a bobber that pops up when your drip tray is full and the cleaning instructions printed on the back of the removable water reservoir. Combined with an automatic steam wand that has 3 temperature and foam level options, the Bambino Plus is an approachable machine for beginners and experts alike. What we didn't like, the biggest gripe I have with the Bambino Plus, is its automatic volume buttons for espresso. They weren't as consistent as I would like them to be, so I suggest stopping your shots manually instead. Best for beginners and pros alike who want a feature-rich machine at an approachable price point. Number 2. Best automatic espresso machine in Canada, Philips 3200 Series Fully Automatic Espresso Machine. The Philips 3200 Series Fully Automatic Espresso Machine makes it a cinch to whip up a cappuccino, but the coffee could be stronger. To test the Philips 3200, we set it up in our office to let our co-workers try it out, and to give them a reprieve from the pretty dreadful pod coffee machines. While they and I were generally pleased with the results, the Philips didn't pump out espresso that was as strong as we'd like. That being said, the coffee it made tasted good, and was not overly bitter. Even when we adjusted the grind to its finest setting, we still found ourselves adding an extra shot of espresso to our morning cappuccino to give us the jolt of caffeine we were looking for. In addition, the crema it produced wasn't as thick as it should be, and dispersed rather quickly. Crema was really thin, and shot was pretty weak, wrote one coworker. Espresso watery, but solid overall, said another. The Latte Go attachment was a little tricky to figure out at first, but easy to use once I got the hang of it. The attachment comes in 3 parts, a clear receptacle that holds the milk, a black plastic clip that connects to the machine, and a lid for the milk container. The machine sends steam through a small channel, or it mixes with the milk, and then it pours out the top of the container into your cup. It's a clever system, but you have to make sure the milk container is securely clipped in, otherwise, you'll end up with a mess. As with the coffee, the steamed milk was good, but not great. It held its form well, but wasn't as dense as we'd had from other milk frothers. Milk foam is okay at best, commented one colleague. Number 3. Best home espresso machine, Dinamica with LatteCrema fully automatic espresso machine. Setting up the Dinamica was very easy. Once you have it placed on your counter and plugged in, all you need to do is fill up the water reservoir, add your coffee beans, and let it heat up. It took about a minute for the machine to heat up, so there isn't a long wait time between adding water and making espresso. I really appreciate a water reservoir, like the one on the Dinamica. It's placed on the side of the machine, and it's clear so you can just glance and see if you need to add water. Some espresso machines have the water reservoir on the back and it's hidden, so you have to rely on the machine to tell you water needs to be added. There is a water filter you can add if you'd like to. I always use filtered water, so I didn't use it, but it's nice to have the option. I love the LatteCrema system on the Dinamica. The container milk for 2 lattes or other milk-based drinks, and you can choose the level of foam you'd like on your drink. I always opted for maximum froth, and it definitely delivered. It's self-cleaning too, and the machine will prompt you to slide the selector to clean mode after you're finished making your drink. The other thing I love about this system is that it's easy to clean. My own espresso machine creates great milk foam, but I have to clean the wand right after or it's hard to remove the scalded milk. The LatteCrema system has a smaller wand that never touches the milk, and it uses a rubber straw to draw the milk into the frother and out into your glass. After it dispenses, it cleans itself, and you're ready to make another beverage. There are so many great coffee beverages you can make with this espresso machine, and some of them I've never even tried before. You can make a latte, double espresso, flat white, or espresso macchiato. When you're making, you can customize how much milk you add, so you can let it go until it stops or tap stop when you'd like to. No matter what I made, everything turned out great. I didn't use espresso beans, but all of the shots had a nice head of crema. The taste was never bitter, and you can tell the beans were freshly ground. The Dinamica takes care of every step of the espresso making process. It's such an easy to use machine, and every drink I made was delicious. If you've always wanted to have an espresso machine but didn't want to learn to make the perfect shot or how to froth milk, the Dinamica would be the perfect choice for you. Not only does it do everything from grind, douse, and tamp, it dumps the grinds for you too. This espresso machine has a varied drink menu, and you can save your favorites so your cup of coffee will always be customized. I also like how you can use your own pre-ground coffee to brew up a cup of coffee whenever you'd like one. That means take over brewing your morning cup of coffee and make you an espresso or latte whenever you want one. Number 4. Best fully automatic espresso machine, Jura ENA 8. Quick and quiet, the Jura ENA 8 is the best money can buy if you want a professional level bean-to-cup from home. Jura is the gold standard of bean-to-cup coffee machines. While some entry-level alternatives are a bit boxy, this gently curved option places user experience at the forefront. Grinding was whispered quiet, brewing fast but considered, and the espresso was immensely high quality considering it came from a does-it-all machine. While the ENA 8 is expensive at around $2,600 Canada minimum, it's not out of place in the espresso machine market, and coffee fanatics will tell you that there are many more expensive options out there that offer a lot less in terms of functionality. Grinder. Some people are nervous to embark on an espresso machine with a hidden grinder. The ENA sits towards the back of the machine, and both the grinding and tamping process take place deep inside the machine, meaning we couldn't inspect the grounds for consistency. However, adjusting is easy enough, and we noted that the process was supremely quiet throughout. Espresso. What sets this machine apart is the quality of its espresso. It remains the best quality espresso our senior home editor Millie has tried, over a year after testing it. Each shot we poured was nuanced, bringing out the notes of any beans we threw its way. If you drink coffee for the taste, not the caffeine, you'll love this machine. Milk. With the ENA 8 you don't need to worry about grinding and tamping your beans or fiddling with grind size. It does all that for you, and while you need to buy this separately, you can also steam milk by plugging a milk container into the side of the dispenser. The microfoam from this dispenser was sturdy yet smooth, and we liked the added touch of the lights under the dispenser switching to white when milk was being steamed. Our only cut cleaning your milk tube can be fiddly. Some alternatives automatically flush out this tube to prevent it from clogging up, but we had to rinse the residue from this manually to prevent the milk from going bad and impacting our next drink. Number 4. Best espresso machine for beginners, KitchenAid semi-automatic espresso machine. The sleek and glamorous look of the KitchenAid semi-automatic espresso machine means it will suit any modern kitchen. It features a compact design, and at 15 pounds it's easy enough to move around. Our only real qualm with this espresso machine is that an aptly sized espresso cup can easily vibrate out of place when pouring. You either need to hold it in place or use a larger, heavier cup to avoid this issue. Other than that, we loved the design of the KitchenAid semi-automatic espresso machine. It gives you the opportunity to be more involved in the espresso making process, including measuring out and tamping down the ground coffee yourself. Bear in mind it comes with a plastic exterior though, which might not be what you expect from this brand. Coffee. When we found it produced nothing but delicious espresso from ground coffee, complete with a thick layer of crema and a delectable aroma. It couldn't be more straightforward to operate either, with 4 buttons to control everything, from the size of the shot, to the water hardness level and temperature. There's a useful clean cycle here to help with descaling as well. Milk. This espresso machine offers some basic functions. In addition to pouring espresso, it can produce steam and boiling water via the steam wand, meaning it can froth milk as well as pour water for hot tea. It was more than adequate in both of these areas, although we thought the steaming lacked a little power compared to the market leaders, so it could take a bit longer to get the consistency you're looking for.